What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Something Cafe. Um, I'm very sick right now. I'm very sick right now, and I am drinking this tea. This tea that a very pretty girl gave me at work. What this tea will do, I don't know. I doubt it's gonna do anything for me, but I'm a believer. I'm a believer in science. I'm a believer in science, and there's there's certainly some science going on in that tea. Um, my cat has gone through about half of my paper towel roll stash, so that's been very nice. And my toilet paper. Lars is an aficionado. Okay, first of all, not a real word of all things useful. He is right now just tearing through that, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to cleaning that up. You might be asking why my why when I turn my head, my neck is on this locked Y axis. Let me. I have a predicament. Last night, while I was sleeping, I'm convinced that I attempted to try out for the girls' all-state cheer team because when I woke up this morning, my left shoulder was in so much pain, I can't even explain it. And it still kind of is. I'm starting to notice that it's more my neck, like the left side of my neck. But usually when your neck hurts, it just means that you can't move your head. But this is just hitting that right spot where it's connected to the shoulder. And that whole left side is just rendered just useless. Um, Taking a shower this morning was a Herculean task. Um, much harder than it ever should be. Uh, it looked like I was stepping on hot coals, and yeah, I don't know if I made the cheer team last night. I'm excited. I'm waiting to hear back. But that's my only explanation for this pain I'm in. Is that I is that I tried out for the All State girls cheer team last night while I was sleeping. That is the only thing that could explain this pain that I'm in, which is awesome. That's cool. Um, so yeah, I just want to remind everybody you can get the Something Cafe podcast. You can watch the video version on YouTube. Um, what's the benefit of the video version now? Not really much, but next episode I'm gonna have a guest on. She was supposed to come on today, but since I'm sick, I don't want to get her sick. And who knows? She could have beat me at the cheer auditions that I did last night in my sleep. So I am going for that spot with my life, and I won't let anybody take it away from me. What is Lars doing now? You might ask. He is eating an entire Q-tip, so that's good. But yeah, you can get the Something Cafe podcast on YouTube. Oh yeah. Video for guests. I think it's cool because you can actually see the guest and see us talk and stuff like that. When it's just me, I wouldn't. I don't know if people just like looking at just a just like a fat 21-year-old sitting in his chair. Maybe maybe that's your thing. When he can't move his neck because he tried out for the cheer team last night. I don't know, but you can also get the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So yeah, I'm hoping to get it on more platforms. I can if and it's all things that I can do. Like it's only gonna take about 30 minutes of work, but Amazon Podcast is probably the next one I'm gonna put it on. But yeah, you can get this podcast everywhere, really. Um, so I hope you guys enjoy it. So far, I've got some good feedback from the first episode. Yeah, just rate it, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. But yeah, let's get right into it. After my shoulder incident, which happened about an hour and a half ago, I had another incident. This is an incident I like to call the Cocoa Beach Bowl incident. And this is an incident very near and dear to my heart because it is such a small, stupid thing that made me so unbelievably grumpy. I'm not going to say mad because mad is a strong word, but it made me grumpy. You know what I mean? It made me. I didn't throw a fit because that's for children, but I was very grumpy. I was very grumpy. What happened is that I am a man of many loves, and after bigger women, that second love is acai bowls. I love acai bowls. And I found this acai bowl place next to the place that I work. And oh yeah, for the video people, check out this mug that I'm drinking my tea from. This is a pug mug. Do I have a pug? No, but I love pugs. So my mom got this for me, even though she thinks pugs are um are the mistake of the earth. I could not disagree more. But I love acai bowls, so I found this place next to my place of work, and I go in. And when you go to a new place, you, if you understand this, you understand. You just have to act stupid. That's my strategy. Does it work all the time? Yes. Yeah, it does. You gotta act stupid because if you act stupid, then they'll explain everything to you without you having to dig for answers. So I go in there. I know how acai bowls work, but I go in. I'm like, so what's and I'm getting all the answers that I want. And I'm figuring it out because some places do it different. I'm a simple man, and I all I want is acai, granola, bananas. But I look up there and I see that there's blended acai, but only in the signature bowls. So I'm like, I want blended acai because acai by itself is like pulp. It's good, but it's pulp. I want the blended acai because that has the consistency of ice cream, and I want that. So I ask her, can I get the blended acai with granola and banana? Okay, what do you want it blended with? Huh? I'm sorry. I said no. Sorry, just the acai. But what do you want it blended with? We can blend it to many things. So I look up at the menu. It's like it's acai blended with lemur skin, banana seeds and some sushi. Just all this random stuff. I'm in my head. I'm thinking. I came here for acai. I just want acai. So I'm okay. I look at the ingredients. I can get it blended with coconut milk. Easy, done. I would like it blended with coconut milk. You don't want it blended with anything else? I don't. If I did, then the prologue that we had just finished would have contained that information. But I don't. I want the I want the freaking acai blended with coconut milk, and I want banana and granola. It actually that order could not be more simple because usually when people go to acai places, 99% of people who go to acai places go there for the fruit. Like they want all this fruit and stuff. I'm the 1%. The perfect acai bowl to me is just acai and a bunch of granola. That's it. I get the banana as a courtesy because I guess it's healthy. I just want the granola and the acai. And she's over here trying to sell me, you know, you know, dolphin palms. She's trying to she's trying to sell me acai blended with dolphin palms you know, in little baby lemur tails. I'm like, no, I just want the acai blend with coconut milk. And she points up to the menu. She goes, okay, so that is basically our signature bowl, the Cocoa Beach Bowl. Okay, back to square one here. All right. If I wanted the Cocoa Beach Bowl, did I? Let's raise our hand. I would have asked for the Cocoa Beach Bowl. Okay, so I did ask for the Cocoa Beach Bowl. So don't give me the freaking Cocoa Beach Bowl. So I say to her, no, it's okay. It's all good. I just want it blended with coconut milk. Okay, sir. So you would like the Cocoa Beach Bowl? I I do not want the Cocoa Beach Bowl for the love of God. I don't want the Cocoa Beach Bowl because the Cocoa Beach Bowl is like $30 and it's got like half of the Amazon rainforest inside of it. Again, I'm a simple man, and after bigger women, my pleasures are acai with granola. That's it. Kapush. So I tell her that I can't have the Cocoa Beach Bowl because I'm allergic to peanut butter. Huge lie because I love peanut butter. I have a factory issued container inside of my cupboard right now that takes up one full shelf. Just to let you know, I love peanut butter. I told her that I'm allergic to peanut butter because the Cocoa Beach Bowl has peanut butter in it. I don't want the freaking Cocoa Beach Bowl. So after all of this, I forget how it happens, but we agree on the Cocoa Beach Bowl with none of the Cocoa Beach Bowl toppings, just the toppings I wanted. So I'm like, okay, cool. Aces. Sounds good to me. She makes this huge bowl, blah, blah, blah. And I get the check, and it's $30. And I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I just got the acai blended with coconut milk and granola. I know this isn't $30 because your classic bowl is $11 and it's the same thing. So I don't ask any questions. Like I just pay. I think to myself, maybe that was my fault. So I sit down while it's getting made, and I'm just sitting there looking at the receipt, and I'm like, you know what? Like I'm not trying to be a Karen. I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna be a gentleman. I'm gonna be a gentleman trying to figure out what the heck I just paid for. So I go up there. I say, hey, the receipt says I paid for the Cocoa Beach Bowl, but I didn't get any of the Cocoa Beach Bowl topping. Like there are like I'm not exaggerating, 12 toppings that I I purposely asked for to be not put on. So it's like, wouldn't that be cheaper if I if I omitted 12 toppings? That would be cheaper because those toppings cost, and those toppings are what makes it $30. So why did I get the Cocoa Beach Bowl with all these toppings not on it and it's $30? And she's like, "Oh, but you got the Cocoa Beach." If I hear the words Cocoa Beach Bowl one more time, I'm gonna I'm gonna untie your shoes. So I'm like, "All right." And I just head out. And I'm eating this freaking Cocoa Beach Bowl that has no cocoa nor beach. It is just bowl. And I felt so defeated. I felt so defeated. So I go there like a couple days later, and I go there, and my favorite girl is there. I think it's a lady who owns it, and I explain it to her. I'm like, hey, I want this and that, but I just want to make sure that I'm clear, just because last time, blah blah blah, I kind of did that thing. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. I'm going to make it right. And this woman, gosh, I was about to marry her on the spot. Was she 50 years old? Yeah. But after this, that ring would have been out. She made me like the biggest acai bowl of just acai and just granola. She even gave me like a medium sized one to put all the extra in. I was about to be a part of the family. I am telling you that right now. I was about to be at the fiesta. I was about to be at the fiesta because that was the most beautiful acai bowl I've seen in my entire life. So I left there very happy. Things resolved, mends or you know, friendships mended. Although my beef was never with her, it was with the other person. So this is a lesson to just be clear with what you want and to not get the Cocoa Beach Bowl. Do not get the Cocoa Beach Bowl. That's gross. I'm gonna mute that. So yeah, um, I have a lot of stories. At my old place of work, I've had what? I've had three or four. I've had four jobs now. My first job was at a conveyor manufacturing factory or facility. I was 16 years old. The next youngest worker was about 50 years old. And I was manufacturing and assembling giant conveyors for like junkyards and stuff. Now, that job, oh my gosh, Lars. Lars, no. He has gotten, Lars has gotten to his third roll of paper towels. Lars, Lars. Gosh. He is, that boy is special in the head. That boy, that boy is special up there. I'm telling you that. That dude is special in the attic. But like I was saying, I've got a lot of stories from the factory for sure. Like that job was awesome. But man, that job, I am convinced that that job was the job that started my transition into being a man. I remember when like my first day working there, um I I was, oh man, like it's so embarrassing, but I was like crying, like not to anybody, like I wasn't that pathetic, but just like to myself, it was just so much work, but after a good like a couple weeks I really got into it and then I was kind of like I was like, yeah, this is a man's work right here. And then my second job was at a kava bar which the next guest will be taking a part of. I worked with her at this kava bar, so the next episode I'm excited about because we're gonna get into the ins and outs of kava and kratom and the kava bar scene, what it is, what it isn't, why it's illegal in so many places, why it's legal in certain places, why me and her love it, and it's part of our daily routine. Yeah, I'm excited about that one. I hope you guys are excited for it too. That will be a fun one. Um, but yeah, and then my third job was I was teaching the summer camps at the college that I graduated from, and my fourth one is what I'm doing now, and I work at a hospital. So, the first job at this conveyor factory. Oh, hello, Lars. Hi there. Um, hello, Lars. Come here. I can't bend over because I tried out for the cheer team and my neck hurts. There you are. Come here. Okay, bye. But yeah, we had there was um there was something very special about my first job. A lot of special things, but the one of them was what well, I'll just okay, so one day I came into work, voice crack. I came into work and um the guys were huddling together and I had asked, "Hey guys, what are we talking about?" And one of them he came to me and he said, "We think it's about time we showed you something." Now these are all like rough and tough, old, freaking, truck drivers and welders and breakfast, lunch, and dinner is just Slim Jims and Mountain Dew. Like that's who we're dealing with here. And one of them grabs me. He goes, "We got something to show you." And I'm like, "All right." I'm kind of scared. I'm 16 years old. They are 50. And they take me outside and they take me to the corner of the factory and they show me this little spot. Everywhere else has grass, and this spot does not have grass. I'm thinking, what on earth? Is this where you guys make batteries? What happened to the grass here? And he goes, they called me Cell or C or no, they called me Sal. That's what it was. He goes, "Well, Sal, you've been working here long enough. Thought we'd show you the P corner." Like Indiana Jones coming across a treasure of old. That's how I felt gazing upon the P corner, where all of these 50 to 60, 70-year-old men, all as a community, decided to designate this spot outside at the corner of the factory to pee on. Um, Life has not been seen in that corner. Any form of life, if it's plant or bug or animal, life has not seen that patch of grass for a good 20 years. I could tell you that right now. I could tell you that right now. That corner has not seen any form of life. That corner, Mars has seen more life evidence than that corner of the factory. It was magical, you know. It was certainly magical, if you could call it that. Um, and That's when I became a man. You know, it was a private thing. We weren't like schoolgirls who would all get together and go pee in the pee corner. But you knew. You had that pee corner face on you when you were done doing the Lord's work. Lars is playing with the one toy that makes sound. That's good. But yeah. Um, Man, I am sick, man. This episode might be shorter. This episode might be the shortest one. I didn't want to skip an episode, but man, I am just whew, I just want to lay down. Just want to lay down. But yeah. Something funny happened at church the other day, which is a Sunday because that's when you go to church. But let me take a sip of this remedy. All right. Yeah, at church, I I got these earrings that I really like. They're like crosses and they hang off of my ears. And I I was wearing them, and then a family that I'm pretty close to at the church has some grandkids, and one of the grandkids pointed up at me and looked at her dad and said, and it was like, "Dad, why is he wearing those earrings? He's not a girl." I thought that was really funny. Like these kids have obviously never seen a guy wearing dangly earrings, and they are very vocal about their curiosity. Clearly, Dad, why is he wearing those earrings? Oh goodness, that yawn. That yawn was like a ninja. I didn't even feel that yawn. Goodness, what the heck? But yeah, the little girl confused by fashion. That's what I that's what I deduce it to. Confused by fashion. Um, but yeah, you know, I think that's funny. I've so I like I talked about last time with my ticks. Um, I I get ticks pretty bad because of my Tourette syndrome. Not like hair ticks, goodness no, but like my Tourette's ticks. And I have had this I've had this really bad tick, and it's in my stomach. It's like in my abs, and it makes me want to like tense up my abs over and over and over again. First of all, I don't know what I'm tensing up down there. Like I have abs, but whatever muscle is there, whatever strip of bacon muscle I have down there, um, I the tick is to tense it, and it looks really weird from a third person point of view. It look you're looking at me tense up my abs, and it all you think is like it just looks like I'm about to throw up. So like when I'm working, this tick is really going because sometimes this tick will happen over and over and over and over again, really bad. Just like looks like I'm about to throw up. So people get all worried. I'm like, then I have to explain my Tourette's because you know how much I love doing that. But yeah, it's just stupid. Um, yeah, you know, Tourette's is just such a curious thing, you know, because I try to be discreet about it, but then you know the when someone does ask, it's a whole story that you got to go through, a whole rigmarole. Something I've really been enjoying recently has been um uh since I'm sick, I have nothing to do except for play my Nintendo Switch. Like I'm a 8-year-old kid who just got permission from his mom. I've been playing a lot of the Pokemon Scarlet, which, like I said, I love Pokemon. Um, and yeah, I'm sick, so I can do that. I can play Pokemon hours on end because I am sick, you know? So, yeah, I hate being sick though. It feels freaking. I wish I could make this episode longer. I wish I could go out to the cafe and edit it, but man, it's gonna be kind of a dud, you know? I am excited about next episode though, with Brittany. That will be fun because a lot of people don't know about Kava and Kratom. Kava and Kratom, they are kind of it's a touchy subject for people. They are drugs, you know, but they are as much of a drug as caffeine is a drug, and they can be medicinal. This is not medical advice, by the way. This is not medical advice. They can be medicinal to some people, so they could be harmful to others. And we are going to get into that next week's episode. Um, Something Lars has liked to do is Lars like when I'm taking a shower, Lars will just sit on the side of the tub and just watch me. I don't know why, because Lars does not pay that much attention to me at any other time of the day, except for when I'm taking a freaking shower, which I think is funny. It's silly, but it's funny. Um, he's just such a weird little kitten, such a weird little guy. But yeah, I might end it here. It's gonna be a really short episode, but um, I'm just not feeling great, so I'm gonna go and lay back down. Um, Last episode was like an hour and a half. This is half of an hour. But you know that's just how things go. That's how things go. I will always like to hit an hour and a half, but in this special case, your boy is sick. So I'm gonna go lay back down. Um, Hope you guys enjoyed the little rambling. If you listen to Spotify, you can leave questions. I would really like if you did that. If you listen to Spotify, I will repeat. If you listen on Spotify, you can leave questions at the bottom. So I would love if y'all did that. Leave questions on YouTube. I'll answer them on the pod. And yeah, thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming by to. Thank you for coming by Something Cafe. I'll see you